Hi, in this video I'm going to walk you through installing Santoku within a virtual environment. Maybe you can't use a CD because you don't have a DVD-ROM, so that's out of the question, and you don't have the ability to use a USB thumb drive to boot to a Santoku live distribution. This way you'll be able to use it straight from your desktop and then be able to crack the encryption on Android devices running versions 3 through 5. So to begin with, you're going to need to get VirtualBox. Get it at virtualbox.org. When you get to the main page, there's a big button that says Download VirtualBox 5.1. Click it, download it, install it, take all of the default settings, and then when you have that complete, also download the Santoku ISO image from santoku-linux.com. From the main site, there's a download button. Click it, and you have two options. You don't want the torrent, just grab the full 2.5 gig ISO. I have mine on my desktop here. I've also installed VirtualBox. To get it up and running, let's give it a double click, and we're going to create a brand new virtual environment. So I click New. I'm going to call it Santoku. This is going to be a Linux OS. And once I click Linux, you just keep the default version Ubuntu 64-bit. Hit Next. The minimum you can use for the memory is going to be 512 megs. Mine is defaulting to 1 gig. I got plenty of RAM, so no worries there. I'm going to click Next. I'm going to create a new virtual hard disk now, and it's going to be a virtual hard disk. Click Next. I'm going to keep it dynamically allocated, meaning it's only going to grow as big as I need it, and it's not going to create a huge amount of space on my hard drive right away. So dynamically allocated is what I want. Click Next. And let's see how big. I'm going to give it 15 gigs for this size, and click Create. Now I'm ready to go. If I click Start, nothing would happen. What I have to do is I have to insert the Santoku ISO live CD into the virtual CD-ROM. To do that, I go to Settings, Storage, and right now my CD-ROM, you can see the icon is empty. I'm going to go over here and click the little Browse button and choose Virtual Optical Disk File. Browse to my desktop. I have only one ISO there. That's the one I want to use. Double click it. It's a live CD, and I'm going to click OK. Now I can start. Now I've run this before, and I've had prompts that come up. If I just click the box here, I can hit enter and it'll boot. But if you get a prompt that comes up, click the little box that says don't ask me again and click cancel. And also you may get two prompts that come up in the very top right corner of the window. There's an icon that says don't ask. Click don't ask. You're going to be presented with that option twice. So go ahead and get rid of those. So now we're up in the main desktop. What we really want to do is be able to access our desktop from within Santoku. But in order to do that, we need to install the guest editions. But we can't install the guest editions with the live distribution. We have to actually install Santoku first. So to do that, easy enough. There's an icon right on the desktop. We just have to double click it, and it will launch the installation process. It's not very long. First comes up, what language do I want? Well, if you look down here, when you use the live distribution of Santoku, it defaults to Spanish. But I'm going to say English. For best results, ensure that this computer has, yep, I have plenty of space, and I am connected to the internet. Continue. Erase disk and install Santoku. Install now. Now in just a moment I'm going to be asked where I am in the world. And I'm going to choose Los Angeles because I am on the west coast of the US. It still shows that it's Spanish, but that should change shortly with our keyboard layout. There we go. English, English. It has changed to the US. Click OK or continue. My name is Santoku. My username, Santoku. My password is going to be Santoku. And I want to log in automatically. So I go right to the desktop. Click continue. Now this process takes less than 2 minutes for it to be all done. I may just skip ahead here in the video and get to the end. Okay, so in the past, when I hit restart now, I've had issues with it hanging and then I have to force close it. So I'm going to try something new. Continue testing. And then I'm going to do a shutdown from here. Log out, shut down. And it still hangs. So that's okay. File, close. And just power off the machine. Alright, and before we start it up again, I'm going to go to settings and storage. And I'm going to remove the virtual disk from the CD-ROM. I'm going to click OK. Get rid of that. And now start Santoku up. If all worked properly, I should boot straight up to the Santoku desktop, and I no longer will have the installation icon. And I'll be ready to go. And good, there we are. So now what we need to do is install the guest services. Devices, insert guest editions CD image, and there we go, okay. Now what I want to do is I want to run a program, VBox Linux editions.run. But I need it to be at the command prompt to do this. So let's see if I double click that particular file. Let's see what happens. Execute in terminal. Yeah, let's just do that. And I'm going to need to be root for this. So sudo, and I'm going to do // and the file was, well, I can't remember the name of the file. Let's do an ls, and there it is. So sudo / capital VB, and it's capital L, Linux editions. Hit enter. Password for Santoku. Now this will allow us to share folders on our host machine, which is our local Windows computer, so we can access them through Santoku on our desktop. Okay, all done. So exit. I'm going to close this. And we do have to reboot to make these changes take effect. So shut down. Start back up. Now upon boot up again, now that these guest services are installed, we're going to be asked if we want to update our Santoku Linux distro. We don't want to upgrade. I've tried it before and it doesn't work. So don't upgrade. Okay. Now, well, what I should have done before this is set up our shared folder. So let's go ahead and close it down one more time. Log out, shut down. And I'm going to go to settings, shared folders, and we're going to add one. We're going to select our desktop. So hit the little drop down arrow and we're going to navigate other, desktop, select folder. I'm going to call this crypto and make it auto mount. You don't have to tick read onlys, that way we can create, because we're going to have to create a, we're going to actually do a DD and create an image directly to our Windows desktop from Santoku in a bit. So click OK. OK again. Now start. And it boots up so much faster than trying to boot from a live DVD or a thumb drive. Okay. Now, if we were to try to access our desktop from within Santoku right now, something bad's going to happen. If I open the file manager down here and go to my crypto folder, I get an error, permission denied. So let's take a look. I'm going to go to this little start icon and go to the LX terminal from accessories. And we're going to go to the media folder. And we're going to see that the SF crypto folder belongs to the people that can access it are in a group called VBox SF, not root. So even if we're trying to be root to get into that folder, we can't. So we're gonna make ourselves a member of this VBox SF group. So what we want to do is do sudo add user us, and we're going to add us to the VBox SF group. Done. Alright, so exit. Now if I go back into my file manager, I'm going to have to reboot again. Log out, shut down, start. Now let's see if full screen works. Right control F and give it a second to think. After the first couple tries, it will probably start working. Let's try again. There we go. Now file manager, SF crypto, and there we go. So we're in. We have permissions. Now we can go ahead and start importing our encrypted partition from our Windows machine directly into Santoku, work with it, decrypt it, take an image copy of the encrypted version and send it back out to our Windows machine to run it through our forensic software. Anyway, hope that was helpful. Get you set up with Santoku within a Windows environment.